giving of food to the hungry is one of the most important activity, especially for a sadhak. Because there is no dana which is more important than annadana. You see, you give money, it is limitless. You give 10, you want 20. You give 20, there is no limit. You give them 1 lakh, they will want 2 lakhs. But if you give them food, after some time, nobody can eat. Even if you tell them have little more, they say, yo, enough, I can't get up. So, for the time being at least, there is complete satisfaction. Annadana is so important. There is a story in the Puranas that Karuna was supposed to be a great Dhanashila. He used to give gold, wealth, whoever asks, take it. He never thought anything was his own, he gave. So the story is that he passed away, he died, and his soul was taken to Swarga. So in Swarga, he found that he was surrounded by gold and diamonds and all money and everything. But he was feeling hungry. There was no food. So he said, he inquired with somebody, what about food? They said, in this place, you get what you give. You have been giving wealth, you have been giving money, you have been giving, so all these are there, gold, diamonds. But he said, but I am hungry, then I can't eat this. So, you know this, no? That one may have millions of dollars put into the bank account, but if you have jaundice, you cannot even a single morsel of food. So, this guy, he said, now what to do? So, one of the dutas from there came and told him, remember long ago one hungry person came to you. So, you pointed with your index finger and said, go to Duryodhana's house, there is some food there. So, he went and he ate the food and he was satisfied and he blessed you in his prayer. So, now if you are hungry, just put that index finger in your mouth and suck it. Wow. You will be fully satisfied. Now, this is a story, but it is a very something to be seriously looked into. This is not my story. It's one of those little stories which Paramachari of Kanchi used to tell people sometimes. When people came and sat around him, many a time he never spoke. He was most of the time in mourn. Then sometimes he would open his mouth, say a few things. This is one of his beautiful stories. Anyway, so another story from the Paramachari of Kanchi. It is said that when he was in Mauna, whoever comes, he would not speak. When he was in Mauna staying for it started like this. 1 hour he used to meditate after doing his puja. You know, in a matha you have to do puja. You are the head of the matha. After that he used to sit quietly like that. Everybody kept quiet because they knew that he is absorbed in his own self. 1 hour. Sometimes it would stretch to 2 hours. Naturally you can't speak at that. It was not an imposed mauna. That's what I mean. There are people who say, I don't speak for 3 days. The mind is seething with talk. Understand? It's not like that. Or they'll have a slate and write things. It makes no sense because you're still doing the same thing. So he used to sit and then it sometimes became 3 days. Sometimes it stretched on for many days. So there would be silence. This is how it started. So once when he was in Kanchipuram, nearby in the village, there was a school and the school teacher arranged for the children. This school is for the blind. school is for the blind. So there were about 100 blind children in that school. The headmaster of the school, who was also the only teacher and headmaster and everything, he arranged for them to come to the matha and meet the Acharya. He thought, they can't see, they are blind. At least he will say a few words and bless them. They will be blessed. So he brought them, not knowing that it was the day when there was Mona. When he came there, the ashram authorities informed him, the administrator, can't help it. Swami is in Mona, he won't speak. This fellow, this teacher, was so upset and so depressed and sad, he hit his head loudly and started weeping, loudly saying, I thought these children will be blessed by a few words. Anyway, they can't see. There's no point in taking them inside. At least they had said a few words, they would have been blessed. I am such an unfortunate man that I have brought all these people here. They can't see. And he started crying. From inside, he heard this crying. So he said, call this. He broke his Mona. Call that teacher. Call. How many children are there? Yeah. 100 children. Bring them all here. He spent the whole day talking to each one of the child. The ashram was totally stunned because during Mauna he never spoke, even to the administrator. He talked with each child for the, because 100 children, you know how it is, no one-to-ones. So by the time half the whole day was over, he blessed, got fruits, gave them and sent them back. So the manager asked him, Swami, you have said that when you follow certain dharmas, you should be so strict that nothing should move you. And how come you broke your Mauna? He said, there is no dharma better than compassion. Please understand this for you.